Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are here with a trailer reaction. This is for the official teaser for HBO Max's The Last of Us. Now, this is obviously an adaptation of the Last of Us games. I believe they're gonna be adapting both of them probably. But the first one is my favorite video game of all time. I think I've replayed it 10 plus times, and I've watched other people play it like many times on YouTube. I also love the second one. I think I like the first one more, but I kind of consider them just one story, and I think they do as well because they just came out with the PS5 remaster for the first one, and they just kind of called it Part 1. So it's Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, just kind of two parts of one story. And it's my favorite video game story of all time. I freaking love the casting for this show. Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella Ramsey, Lady Mormont herself as Ellie. We got freaking Ron Swanson himself as Bill. The lady who did the mocap and everything and the voice acting for Tess in the game is playing her in the show, I believe. And it's the showrunner is the guy who did Chernobyl, and Neil Druckmann is also heavily involved in the creation of the show. So everything coming together is just like a recipe for success. And you know, it's almost an understatement to say that this is easily my most anticipated show coming up. I mean, we've had big shows like Rings of Power and House of the Dragon that I've been personally really excited for, but I don't think any of those even come close to touching how excited I am for this show. Like I think the only aspect of it that I'm maybe like cautiously optimistic about is Bella Ramsey as Ellie. I think I just need to see her like in action to fully get behind her, but everything, literally everything else, I'm fully on board with. And you know, I love Bella Ramsey and other stuff, so I am confident that she'll knock it out of the park. I'm pretty sure this is going to be coming like next year or something like that. Like, I don't think there's any way it comes out at the end of this year, but that's okay. I can wait a little bit. I will wait until they have crafted this thing to perfection. And then I'm gonna cry every single episode because this game is just sadness personified. And there's certain things that I don't know if I'm ready to experience again in show format. You know, the first 15 minutes of the game gonna crush my soul when I see it on screen. You know, the deaths of characters down the road also gonna crush my soul all over again. And oh man, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this. I don't know what else to say. So before we jump into it, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and if you want to support me financially, consider checking out my Patreon linked in the description below. But otherwise, I think that's all I gotta say. So let's jump into the official teaser for HBO Max's The Last of Us. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. I'm so freaking... I'm just like... I feel like I'm gonna start sweating. I'm just so excited for what I'm about to witness. Okay. Oh, just the guitar already.
The roses have faded. Oh. There's frost at my door. The
birds the watch.
In the morning don't sing anymore.
When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
Is starting to die, and out in the darkness the whippoorwills cry. The darkness is falling. The sky has turned
the
gray.
Skyscrapers. I'm just gonna be calling out imagery. Oh, I'm trying not to cry right now. Storm Reed's in this. Oh no!
This is your chance.
don't show me that scene, please.
Shut.
Hey, Bill.
You keep her alive. And you set everything right.
Oh, I'm trying not to cry.
Save who you can save.
Oh, please understand.
Oh. 2023, of course it's 2023. Ooh. I'm really trying not to cry right now. Oh man, just the fact that this is existing at all is I don't have words. It's thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. Oh man. Literally the first 2 seconds of just the guitar playing and I was like almost ready to cry. Oh my god. I need like this was very much like a teaser to show like the tone of the show and how it very much, just from the teaser, you can tell it feels very faithful in terms of the tone that the games were going for. And based on the things they showed, it looks like it's going to be fairly faithful adaptation. There was specific moments in this trailer that it showed quick cuts of the first like 15 minutes of the game. And it also showed, I believe, the diner scene at the end when he's like trying to get Ellie to settle down, like after she just went ham on David, when she like in the trailer when her face is covered in blood. I think that's what that scene was. Those couple scenes literally almost broke me. And when they finally release like a full-on trailer for this, I think I might cry the entire way through. Like just the fact that this exists is going to shatter my soul into a million pieces when I watch it. Like, one of the things that excites me the most about this is all the people that don't really play video games or like never had a PlayStation system at all. Like all the people that never got to experience this story in video game format can now experience this story in show format, and it can ruin their lives. Like you don't know, oh, bro, like you know how excited people were to like watch their friends see the Red Wedding for the first time? That's gonna be me, but with everybody who doesn't know what happens in this story. Because this is literally just Heartbreak Central, baby. Like from the very first second of this game, not the first second, but the first 15 minutes of this game all the way through the end of part 2, it's just like ripping your heart out constantly. And if they ever, like, if this show does well enough, I mean, it's HBO Max. HBO Max is fairly good. Like, if a show's popular, they're fairly good at, like, friggin' send that thing down its run, baby. Like, let's go. Thank God this is not coming to Netflix. You know, we love Netflix here, but Netflix, they would put a ton of money into the first season, and then if it didn't hit the exact numbers they wanted, they would cancel it after the first season or the second season. HBO Max, I think, might be, like, there's the fact that it's coming on HBO Max, there's a distinct possibility that this show could see its entire run through, like all the way through the end of, you know, Ellie's journey to hunt Abby. That would be insane if we could see that on the screen. That would be wild. I would love that. Some things I'm particularly excited for to see translated onto screen. Obviously, the first 15 minutes of the game, duh. I'm really looking forward to seeing just that bond grow between Joel and Ellie from a viewership standpoint. Like, it's different when you have a direct hand in like controlling all this stuff, but when you can just like, when you're not in control and you just have to sit back and watch, I think it's going to be an entirely different experience. I think like the first moments when Ellie shoots that dude who's drowning Joel, that's going to be really tough. And then I think, other than the first 15 minutes, I think the most heartbreaking moment for me in the show, which they teased in the like 10-second teaser a little while back, is the moment in the house when he is like, "You have no idea what loss is." Oh, break my heart. Ellie, you are treading on some mighty thin ice. Ooh, I'm ready. Nick Offerman as Bill, I think, is inspired casting, honestly. Like, him being in this show, I didn't know who I would have wanted to cast as Bill, and then they announced Nick Offerman, and I was like, oh snap. Like, that's really good. That's super good. Storm Reed is playing not his daughter. I think Storm Reed is playing Ellie's friend from Left Behind, right? The DLC. I think she's playing Riley, right? That I didn't know about that, but that's super cool. What else? I don't know who's playing David. Will we reach David by the end of the first season? Maybe not. I wonder how many seasons, like, will the first game take one season, or, you know, like, how far is the first season going to take us in this game, in this show? How many seasons are they planning to do for this show? That's another question. Again, would love to see its full run. Very curious, you know, how far one season of the show takes us. Because if they're showing stuff in the winter and Ellie possibly going ham on David, that's pretty far in the first game. So I'm pretty curious. If that might be like, that could be like the end of season 1, maybe, is her confrontation with David, but I don't know. Like, if they went farther than that at the end of season 1, I think that would be like a little too much. So hopefully they take their time. Honestly, if they took 2 seasons or 3 seasons to finish the storyline of the first game, I'd be happy with that. And then that gives the main actors plenty of time to like grow up, because I think in The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie is 19, I believe. So yeah, that would honestly kind of be perfect, because Bella Ramsey's like 16 right now, I think. And 3 to 4 years, probably 5 years if they do 3 seasons, she'd be like 22, 21, and she looks kind of young, so she could play a 19-year-old Ellie at like 22. I think that would be perfect. That would be great. Yeah, I don't know. Freaking A. Let me know what you guys thought of the trailer down below. Are you excited for this show to come out? Are you going to be watching it? If you're not, if you hadn't heard about this show, are you excited now? Are you interested? Are you going to be watching it when it comes out in 2023? I know for a fact that I will be watching this, and I will be doing reactions to it. Like, literally the second each episode comes out, I'm making a video. So if you're interested in those reactions, stick around, subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified, especially like, so you know when it comes out. Like, you don't miss a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I gotta say. Yeah, again, super stoked. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed my reaction. Hit subscribe if you're new, and then if you want to support me financially or see uncuts for anything I watch on the channel, consider checking out my Patreon. It's linked in the description below. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.